Danny Gray. I dismissed Danny Gray the moment they drafted him. I didn't feel he ran a complete route tree. I felt his hand-eye coordination was terrible. I felt he caught the ball with his chest and wasn't going to translate. And I felt like everything he did his rookie year validated that. When he came to camp, he was wearing that 86 jersey, looked terrible. He didn't look like he had an NFL body. He looked like he was swimming in his jersey. Caught the ball with his chest. Quickly became unreliable, dropping deep balls. But then he made some noise at the end of the season. He had a nice jet sweep, I want to say. He looked like he wasn't scared to be on the field, like he could play full speed, he could go over the middle. And then this year, he's a totally different guy. It's clear. He is in phenomenal shape. He looks like an NFL wide receiver. Like he's in way better shape than Juwan Jennings. He's strong. He looked like just like a track guy. Now he looks like a football player. He's strong. He's fearless. I keep bringing up Dante Pettis. He's not like that. He could go over the middle. He'll extend over the middle. He's not afraid of getting hit. And he's more than just a one-trick pony. I think at the beginning of training camp, I said he's a one-trick pony who can't pull off his one trick. Well, if he had a better quarterback, maybe. But he can catch the passes over the middle. Like all the wide receivers on this team have to run the dig, the 15-yard in cut. He can do it. And you got to be able to like jump and catch the ball above your head because these quarterbacks are so great. And he can do it. And what's interesting about him is, let's say Brock Purdy's the quarterback. Danny Gray's here for Trey Lance. Brock Purdy can't throw deep to save his life. But I still feel like Danny Gray can do stuff on the team with Brock at quarterback. Like you can run end arounds and jet sweeps with him. I think he'd be really good at it because he's so much faster than Brandon Ayuk and even Deebo Samuel and even Ray. Like if you maybe not as like what they did with Danny Gray today was a reverse. So get the ball going to Christian McCaffrey first and get all the eyes going that direction because no one's looking at freaking Danny Gray. They're all looking at Christian McCaffrey. And then he flips the ball to Danny Gray, who's the fastest player on the offense, maybe the team. And all of a sudden, he just runs, he doesn't even cut. It's like he's running around a track and he gains 20 yards. And it doesn't look like he's going to be like Dante Pettis. Why do I keep doing that? It doesn't look like he's going to be Dante Pettis and like running out of bounds or avoiding contact. Also, I think the most impressive thing that Danny Gray did today was 3rd and 12. He runs a deep comeback, deep curl, and catches it. Nice route. Like, you can't just be a guy who runs clear out routes and catches go balls. You have to be other things you can do. And on 3rd down, you can have him on the field. So I think that's a big deal. And I always want to like give players credit who I wrote off because I don't need to be right. And I always love watching young players who improve because you never know which guys will. If you knew, this guy would have been a 1st-round pick. But right now, he looks like a guy who could end up being... I don't think he'll be a huge factor this year, but wide receivers year 3, if they're going to be anything, they could be. So, I don't know. Danny Gray, let's see. He plays the same position as Brandon Ayuk. Ayuk's going to have a monster year. If the Niners can't afford him, they can replace him with Danny Gray. But he ain't Brandon Ayuk, I'll tell you that. Ideally, you'd have him and Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel. The question is, who's going to get more snaps this year? Juwan Jennings or Danny Gray? Jennings is good, but he drops the ball a lot and he's slow. Something to think about. Saul Goodman says, feels like the door has shut at this point on Trey Lance's Niner career. He worked hard to improve this offseason, but it's not enough and too little too late. I haven't gotten that impression because Brock Purdy isn't that good, and neither is Sam Darnold. Brandon Allen, though, is really, really good, Saul.